everyone, it's Gabby. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to create your own digital planner with hyperlinks in Canva. So let's get into it. Okay, so you're going to want to go into Canva and create a design. I would do yours 16 by 9 if you're wanting to do it landscape. But here's your layout. So essentially what you're going to want to do is just create your own planner. So I personally like mine to kind of look like a book. I like the look of that. And so what I'm going to do is start this one, copy and paste, and then bring that over here. So I'm gonna bring it a little off center, just like the other one is. Okay, so here is the background of my planner. I'm going to put this here and have that be like the white page. So I'm going to bring that out and center that. And again, copy and paste for the other side. So I already created my own binder rings in Canva. The Elements tab, they have quite a few if you are going to use it for your own personal use. So you can definitely use those. I'm going to use this one that I created, and oh, that one's a side. So I'm going to do this one. There we go. Going to expand it just a little bit, and then duplicate it so then I can have it on the bottom, and then from there I'm gonna crop it just so that way it doesn't overlap or anything. So I'm gonna grab those two, group them, and then make sure that they're center. So from here you're going to grab your shapes. I usually like to use my tabs as a square, but you can do whatever one you'd like. So I'm gonna move that over to the side and make it probably that length. And if you want, you can put a gap in between them. It doesn't matter, just your own personal preference. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So those ones are just a tad bit too big. So what I'm gonna do is, and they're not even straight. So I'm going to select all of them. And go to position, tidy up, and then I'm going to group them. And I'm gonna make them a little bit smaller just so that way they can fit the page. And then from here, it's actually in front of the white page, which we want it in the back. So what you're gonna do is position and you're gonna put it to the back. So now you have these tabs. From there, you can add, if you want, the months. If you want to just leave the shapes, you can, but for this, we're gonna add the months. So we're gonna do January. And again, you can do whatever you would like, whether you want them to be this way or that way. I'm just gonna do this way for this and move that. Okay, and copy that. Okay, so now I am done with putting in all of the months, and I just want to make sure that they are actually straight and aligned with each other. So I'm going to select all of these. And again, position, tidy up, and they are good to go. Okay, we're going to go to the Elements tab and then go to Tables. And since the planner is cut in half, you're going to want to do half on one side and half on the other. So we're going to adjust that, bring it over just a tad. And then we're going to bring that over here, line that up, and then we're going to add another column. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm gonna make this just a tiny bit smaller. This. I'm gonna add a square so that way it can just be like a little notes section on this side since we have some extra space. Just to make this less confusing, I'm gonna change the color, and then I'm going to line it up here. Okay, so here you have your calendar layout. You can go in and add all of the dates, but just for this one, I'm going to quickly add the months on there, just so that way we know what tab to go to. So we're gonna go to January, duplicate that, February, okay, so now I have all of my months out. So I have January to December. What you're gonna do is you're going to click on this text, and right above here, you'll see a link. So you can either put a link in there or you can have it linked to a specific page. So we know that January is number 1, so I'm going to do that. February, we're going to link that to page number 2, and I will finish the rest. You know that the link is there with the underline, so you can see it under the text. You can choose to use just like the square if you wanted to make just the tab. You can also link that as well. So here's an example. I have the square selected, and then I can link something to that as well. So if you're wanting to do it that way, you can do it a few different ways. So you'll notice that these are only hyperlinked here and they're not hyperlinked here. So what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to get rid of all of these. Okay, so we already linked them to each individual page, but now we're going to need to add those links to every single page. So what we're going to do is we are going to select all of it. And I would just group it just to make it easier for yourself. So you're gonna group and then copy. And then put it to the back. Make sure that it is centered. Okay. Let's back out just a little bit. So there's February. We're going to do March. April, May, and with this you can just copy and paste it. That's what I'm doing, and then command and this little, I don't know what it's called, bracket, it'll send it to the back. So that's just what I'm doing. You can see here, this is the symbol that you want. Okay, so now they have all been added to each page. We had this one as the master copy. So if you want to double check our work, you can go here. So we're going to go to July. Sure enough, it's at July. I'm in July and I want to go to December. There we go. And I want to go back to January. So now we have all of the links linked on every single page. And what you're going to want to do is go to download, and you need to download it as a PDF, otherwise the hyperlinks will not transfer. So download it as a PDF. Okay, so here is my PDF. I'm going to drag and drop it over here. And here it is. And you're going to want to make sure that you're in the view mode, because if you're in edit mode, it won't show you the hyperlinks. But here's July. Let's go back to February. Let's go to December. And there you have it. Okay, well that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment if there's anything else that you guys would like to see digital planning wise. And I'll see you in the next video.